Good evening, everyone. I hope you are doing well. This evening, I hope brings you to a nice, relaxing, chill out sort of moment. It is the first of the month. Yay, we're into fall, and oh my goodness. Well, we've kind of been in the fall in September, and some locations more than others, I suspect, but I think October is kind of an official fall month. So yes, let's do it. We got into the Halloween month, so who knows what the month will bring. But today we're going to start out with a little DCUO, as we're just going to be kind of mucking about in here and planning out the content, the newest stuff, as plus catching up some old stuff. So lots of things to do. And it's reset day as well, so everything is open to run, and that's what we're going to do, is try to crank up some points and, you know, fun things like that. We may have to do a little inventory management, a few things of that nature, but we'll get it done as we go. So, let's see. Oh, what I want. I wanted this volume down just a little bit. All right, so let's get into it. All right, we'll settle down here in this corner here. We've got Catwoman, who I just tried to attack. Sorry about that, lady. And let's do our things. You know what we can do is put a pause on that. And let's do the in-game. I don't know if we messed with the in-game music for this new stuff. So let's find out what it's like.
Just got a text from Harley. It read, something something, aliens, bad health. Think you can translate that and lend a hand?
Okay, that's fun. All right, and settings, audio. Let's bring it down just a bit here.
Just one fully developed hellspore is a weapon of mass destruction, and they have a lot more than one of them. Let's change that.
I believe Harley Quinn is over Yar.
You look like you're ready to break stuff. And evil aliens, am I right? Of course I am. Let's get to work. Clown Princess seeks partner in crime for super important mission. Must like whomping evil aliens
Terror.
and this stuff.
It's one of Darkseid's
Hammers are
favorite
reports.
tactics. His forces will go after the citizens of Gotham. It's up to us to protect them.
Another brave protector arrives. This is good. Join me now, and may our enemy tremble in fear.
Let's bring it down just a little bit more.
Darkseid's forces consider the citizens of this city as prey. I believe it's time to show them the error of their ways.
Okie dokie, we can show them the error of our ways. Their ways. Something.
I need your help with something. Hit the streets and find Nightwing in the tech district. He'll fill you in on the details.
So I wonder if you're supposed to like do the thing, then come back to him, and then go on to the next one. Maybe I'll have to try it that way just for giggles, but I'm just kind of doing the scoop up right now.
Not who I was expecting, but I'm okay with it. Ready to inflict a little chaos on the enemy?
Why don't I see them? I do not see that Green Lantern. Isn't that fascinating? See, I see their effects, but I don't see them. Boop. I'm gonna go a different direction, I think. That's unnerving to me. You don't like green eggs and ham? Okay. How is Throne and Legacy or whatever going? Victory, Liberty stuff. I think you're playing that some more, I think, yeah? Well, I'm only guessing that you might be. Throne and Liberty, that's what it is. Oh, yay! I added it to the library. I haven't downloaded it. I wasn't sure if I was going to play it tonight or not. I was kind of debated. I thought, well, I do need to knock out a few things in here, and tonight's a good night for it, so... Servers are laggy. It's released. You know what? That's a good reason to just kind of let them be laggy, and I'll join later. I've never been one who's needed to be there for opening weekend. Like big movies and stuff, I think I've been to like one. So it's not a bad decision, okay. Well, if it gets too bumpy, you can come join me in this nonsense. I think you have a newly boosted tune, right? I'm actually trying to decide if I want to do a different lead to this content. Now, he's already got a little head start into it, but he's only a little ways in. Did I do damage? I did not do damage to him. Because he's always leading the pack on new content, but I wonder if I want somebody else. Not that high of a level. It's still not too bad. We could mess with... I should have moved away. That was fun. He's always the most poised to do new content, and I think that's part of it, right? Why am I not seeing half these people? Do you see this? There's just like invisible people everywhere. It's concerning. Trying a little bit of a different loadout with this guy, and it seems to be okay. Kind of a blend, a little bit of a blend between something I saw someone do, but clearly doesn't work well for me. And I'm going to see if this one is just a touch better.
For dark side.
Well, wait, I don't have to say that anymore. I have not heard that.
I do a lot of reading as a captive. This year?
Male and
female
female
parademons
parademons
look exactly alike.
Look exactly alike.
They all say it at once, so that's a bit problematic, but... And they're not in sync, so... Not like a choir.
You saved my life.
Pa-pa-pow. What am I hitting with stuff? Nothing? All those buttons and still two of those guys with decent health? That's not right. That was enough to complete the mission. We'll just let them build a new thing there. Okay. So let's go back to all our peeps. I think that was all 3 of them.
You just made life a whole lot harder for our friends from Apocalypse. Nice.
Oh, I gotta get this one here.
Something born in a nuclear reactor won't be easy to beat, especially alone. It'll take a team to put Brimstone out of commission. And to think, they used to put me in jail for doing stuff like
You fight well, friend. I've not heard such wailing from parademons in some time. It is music to my ears.
Okay. Clearly has some boxes to open, but let's see what we've got on the old journal. So we got the convoy and Brimstone to go after. Okay, so let's focus on the convoy after we do our solo.
So, Harley Quinn got recruited by some insane grandma from another planet into a girl band called the Furies. Things went pear-shaped when old Granny made her fetch this thing called the Splinter of Destiny. And here we are now. Ew. Step 1. Convince a parademon to reveal Harley's location. Check. Step 2. Persuade said parademon to teleport us to wherever we are. Also check. Step 3. Find Harley. In progress. Know your way around here?
We will destroy you!
Your silence, friend, is deafening. I suggest we search the area until we hear giggles and the sounds of mayhem. A sure sign of Harley's presence. Step 3. Check. What did I tell you? Giggles and mayhem. Now all we have to do is get to her. Let's roll.
In the wrong hands, this locket will be devastating. I won't let you take it. I'm
It doesn't belong to you, Fred. Now hand it over, or else.
To the pit with you!
Look, another Fury.
You are asking for it.
Mother box. Let's convince her.
For Granny and for Darkseid.
Oh, these mobs that run off are a pain.
One by one, you will fall.
Keep that up, and we'll lose the T-Race.
Hey, Sailor, how you doing? She runs around a lot.
Whip's already low.
Okay, legs. Jeez. Just sprawl out wherever it is you want down there.
She really gave me some whiplash.
Ah.
Fight. Get it?
All right, going back to playing some Sims 4. Very nice. Was trying to befriend the Grim Reaper earlier, but it's a slow progress. I suspect it is, yes.
It is still dangerous. You must calibrate the boom to equations. With Mother Box. There should be a terminal ahead. Wait, Harley, stop!
That?
I'm a Fury now, Barda. And the name is Hammer Harley. Now give me that darn locket.
You must complete
Hammer
the
Harley.
sequence calibrated. There is a rush. Not a chance. There's too much at stake.
Come on.
Here we go again, partner. Come on. Let's go make ourselves useful.
Barely so.
Nice. Looks like we're in business.
You're just making me mad.
Carry the 4. Carry that 4. Looks right.
Crisscross applesauce. Here we go.
That's the best you
We're a
got.
couple of real mathletes, partner.
Especially since he argues back when you get negative points for. Oh, jeez.
You're just making me mad.
I was talking to see if I remember enough of it.
Here we go. Calibrate Mother Box with our pristine equation. Let's make this boom tube happen.
Make haste. She fights like a true Fury.
Yay.
Harley, hear me now. If you take this, there will be terrible devastation.
She's not wrong, Hammer Harleen. This is not
Smevastation.
going to end well.
Devastation Smevastation. What?
Really? That was uncalled for. Of course, you know, this means war. Big bad machine, huh? Oh! Hammer Harley is
Oh, really? This is what you think of dealing with several of me. Yeah, my robot friend. So, if he argues back, is it possible to? Do you have to just get really lucky on what you say to win his favor, or you just got to be really cautious of what you say? Okay, yay! Mission done. Woot. Or trouble tonight. Whew, let's try the regular version, see what happens. See how bad it is. Meanwhile, we will look for our caravan peeps. I didn't see what it wanted me to be, so. Convoy's on the move, and I want to be a part of it. Convoy is destroyed. Okay. Doesn't matter. I'm scooped away anyway.
Okay, listen. Darkseid's parawhatsits have poison ivy squirreled away somewhere in Oracle's clock tower. I'm gonna bust her out of there, and you're gonna help. Get me? Good. Don't let nothing stand in our way, okay? Not the Furies, not the birds of prey, not even hot dogs. Especially oh so delicious hot dogs. Oh, look at those little baby house toys. They're so cute. Yes, they are. That they furry. Ow.
You wanna take
I hear something in there.
me on? Thought you were supposed to be smart, Harley.
Oh, I am smart. Also unhinged, immoral, frequently tardy.
A lot of colors over there. Oh, there's one back there. I'll have to go back and get it. We ready?
Stop that, you gnat! I'll pound you into the ground.
Can't shapeshifter, but I can certainly debuff her.
Minions, get in here!
More goons for me? Shouldn't have.
You're in the epicenter now, jackanapes.
Look at you with the big words. Did Darkseid give those to you?
Full stomp ahead. Yards!
These quips are killing me, Stomp. Dial it down a notch.
Your flaws are obvious.
Huh.
Easy to exploit.
This isn't over.
Only half down? Okay. I like that.
Next time, you're gonna get stomped.
Really? You went with that?
Yeah, run on, granny goodness. You big stompy baby. We totally won.
Well, I don't feel we won. I'm gonna go grab this. Whoop.
Many of the wretches who live in Gotham worship this Batman and his band of do-gooders. But the true gods of the city reside in a terrible place called Arkham. And they are most
Less talking, more fighting.
Why am I missing so many of these? Did I just stop looking? Must have.
I do not find most Earth comedians funny at all. But there is one among them whose antics could put a smile on Darkseid's face. He is known as the Joker, and his cruel jest brought tears of laughter to my eyes. Smiling fish. Ha 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 ha.
Right. Harley, we'll hold the line here. Get in there and save Ivy.
Isn't Canary cute when she gets all heroic and leading? It's freaking adorable. Don't you worry, Pamela. We got you.
Lamb? Oh dear. Ram a ding dong?
Using you to make these hell's boys?
No, that's Ram a ding dong.
It's
Whatever.
okay, Eyes. We're gonna get you out of here. You hear me? We're gonna get you out.
They call me mad. You came here? Aren't you supposed to be smart?
Why does everybody keep asking me that? I got a degree in everything. I'm super smart. Fine, let's do this. Let's see what happens when mad meets crazy.
Baby, it tickles! Ready to be a pincushion on leg, worm?
Podcast. I could really go for a what's on. Oh, we gotta workshop that catchphrase. Won't that a maniacal laugh? I know a clown who can teach you a thing or two. The plant monsters will help us out. They're on our side.
I think I can bring our defenses down. There we go. I might need more dominance for some of that nonsense. Okay, hello. Let's get him. Up you go. Oh, this is gonna be tricky without a healer, isn't it?
Quick enough. The spores all corrupt.
Ouchie. Jesus. Yeah, I think this is a do-over. Where's our bad person? Okay, well. We left the group. Oh, cannot warp during combat. Then get out of combat. There we go. Warp to rally. And see if it fixes it. Alright, so it bugged out. We just needed to warp, and she came back, got out of combat or what have you. There's our fourth that we needed. Super freaky. Okay. We end up with her and Stomp at the same time at some point, so that's when it got messy. But yeah, we got it bugged once. The person just left. They did everything but the last name, and they just left. They're making their way here. Here we go. Hey, Sabbath, how you doing? There are little screens throughout the alert, and if you activate them all, you get a feat. Oh, would that be the feat that just got picked up? Secure the security system? Bug always needs that console feed, I get. Oh. That would be the one.
Don't attack
Trying to get them all debuffed, but they're not together, so that's a...
Open the seed pod.
Yeah, I'll open that. Oh, okay, somebody else got to it. That's fine, as long as it get opened. Doing good. Let's secure that finish. That'll work.
Oh, we're gonna stop the subjugator. We're gonna stop it real good. Don't worry, we'll get you out of there in a jiff. No way, I was letting go.
How about a ring? I feel like a ring would be really nice right there.
Not on my watch.
Let's bring this down just a little.
I know. Just don't tell anyone. I got a rep to maintain out on the streets. That
You
goes
going
to
somewhere?
you
What's
too,
happening?
Player one. Zip your lips.
When I go back out, it could be messy. Not a fan of Harley's new voice. It's not great, but I'll tell you, it's not as bad as it has been. I'm gonna say could be, but it has been. It has been really bad. But that one's tolerable. Is this the beginning of our thing? It must be. Everybody's waiting here. All right, let's queue up for the raid too and watch that happen in the middle of stuff. But I don't want to do it all day long, so we're gonna do the quick one. I get the currency just the same. Hey, Chosen, how you doing? So I have to wait for several of those to show up? Is there a faster way to do that by chance? Maybe this guy? He seems pretty sturdy. Or he's just not taking any damage. Huh. Doing good. Hasn't been... Doing good. Hadn't been feeling too well. Oh, it sucks when you don't feel good. It really just drains the energy right out of you. Yeah, run away. Unusual. So we could do like 5 of these? Is that basically what we gotta do? Well, that's what I thought. Is when I first popped in here, it was pretty quiet, and I saw this thing going down, and obviously it has a trail it tracks. But I wanted to say that like more guys pop, but I couldn't be certain about that. It seems like the smarter move is don't destroy the convoy itself and let more enemies pop. And if you wait till, if you just followed all the way to the end, you could probably pick them all up, I suspect. Do it all in one run. Oh, well, they're leaving this zone potentially. Maybe, that is. I get a convoy. How often do these convoys pop up? Maybe I should go be looking for our big guy. Get credit for some of these. Okay. I was gonna say, do I get damage on that just in case they choose to destroy it, or shall I, or shall I zone because raid time here? All right, let's go like that.
Granny Goodness is
Help this pile of DPS out.
Power a super weapon called the Subjugator. We must foil Granny's plans and retrieve the splinter.
So what are we waiting around here for? Let's get to smashing!
Smashing.
Call to arms as well.
Okay, it's got great, but it's not terrible. You remember when the first time they tried to replace the original Harley voice? And it was so bad. And I'm usually like, hey, I know that's not a voice you can do easily. I mean, that's a hard act to follow. So I don't envy anybody having to step in there and try to do that. So this is reasonable. Every couple of minutes, okay. One may just have to find a spot and sit on it like they do. I don't know if I can find voices, because what they did, they had the original voice from the animation. Oh my goodness, what was her name? Didn't she pass like a year or so ago? I'm trying to remember her name for the life of me, but she was like the best from the animated series. Of course, alongside of Mark Hamill, so I mean, they picked up some pretty darn good talent in the process. Yes, or Arlene Sorkin. Yes, that is absolutely on point. So hard, you know what? If you have to follow that, that sucks right there alone, right? And then when she didn't do the next one they did, this was when they had, oh my goodness, what DLC was it? Where they had Harley leading the charge on some events and stuff like that. And the new person they brought in was so bad. I mean, like, there was something about party poopers line, and it was like, party poopers. And she sounded like she was, like, smoking on something, or, you know, raspy voice sort of thing. And I'm like, oh my god. Might have been Birds of Prey, but I think it was actually before that. I'd have to go back. I would know the zone if I walked into it, but boy, picking it up, just, oh, they're not done. Here you go, guys. Sorry, I'm helping. We don't have a tank or healer, so I'm running troll just to slow down some of the stuff that's happening. And keep these firebrands doing their thing. Big guys don't really ghost well. At least not yet, anyway. But anyway, so there was a point that they actually picked someone else or had her redo it because it was there for a while and it was so bad. It got so many comments.
That works. Well,
And it got such bad reviews that they ended up having to redo it.
All right, big girl. It's time to blow that grumpy statue.
And I think this is even a different voice from the one they replaced it with. But all things considered, it's not that, so it's better than that. Right now it's 442. It seems to change every time I hit a button. Not every button, but... Is that okay? I mean, is it alright for it to be that? Knock me backwards, I'm gonna ghost your ass. 456, very nice. You said 467 was the highest? I am really in their face right now. And I got a wall behind me, so it doesn't help. $464, okay. That was not too far off. That's full elite to go to that point? I think I've owned 4 pieces of elite gear once in my time, and that's because you could buy it as jewelry.
Leaving my Furies was a terrible mistake, Harley. Darkseid will conquer the cosmos, and all will bow to his will.
To his will.
It's not too late to come back to us, Anne.
I'm gonna stop you there, Granny Clueless. The answer's no.
Do not allow them to power that device.
I'm the solution.
I will rescue.
Pain discharge in 30 seconds. Pain discharge in 10 seconds.
Insects beneath
Pain
my
discharge in 5 seconds.
Granny, a surprise for you, children. Pain!
Doo-doo-doo-doo, up you go.
Pain discharge in 30 seconds.
You are insects beneath my
Well, this one keeps the controller a little more busy.
children.
Trying to turn all that stuff into things to stun and delay and... Hey, how you doing, Dougie? If you don't know who you are, I don't know how to help you. I can thump you in the head and see if it jogs your memory.
Pain discharge in 30 seconds.
Nope, don't want to be there. Ooh, blue item. Yes.
That was for Ivy, Grandma Bad.
What have you been up to, Ducky?
Granny Goodness and her defeat.
You won't say no? All right.
Command of the parademon.
We're traveling a lot again. Who knows? I might be in your neighborhood. I can come over and just thump you nice and solid just to see.
Wait a minute. You're way bigger.
Or would you prefer more of the forehead flick?
Exactly are we doing all the heavy lifting here?
Because you can crush
Are you
the
being back
enemy,
there being
see
good?
them
Let's
driven
see.
before you, and
You had me at crush, sweetie. It's a deal.
I'll have to see if I can get that working. Why not both? Well, would make the day last longer, I suspect. More things to do. What have you been playing? What have you been up to? What keeps you busy as the fall sets in? It has been a very long time. I'm going to say a couple of months easy. Okay, stay up and out of the way as all these people are leaping in. Look at this place. Isn't this cool looking? Goodness. I bet it doesn't snow here much. I wiped the PC clean, but mostly been playing my summer car and got back into Escape from Tarkov and been playing a bunch of games on PS4. Nice! Okay. Yeah, I fear there's a wipe in my future as well, just for the health of my computer. But I'm not ready to do it just yet. We just had to do Ismos, not by choice, and it was a bumpy ride. So I don't want to start another potential bumpy ride without being well rested and ready for it. And maybe well planned, so hopefully it's not as bumpy. Sadly, not a bumpy ride that I had to endure much of, but poor Cobes got stuck with the rough end of that one. It's groups like this I should be trying out and seeing if my buff troll build has much merit to it.
It's heavily guarded. I need that distraction now.
Ooh, and I'm in a real distracted mood, too. Come on, let's do this.
You did it to yourself. Yeah, setting stuff back up again is not always easy. There's so much stuff that you do over the course of time. You know, adding this little thing in, that little thing in, this little background program, different things that just help your stuff run smooth, or give you extra features and all of that. Try to keeping track of all that, and then you've got passwords, and you've got, oh my goodness, such a pain. Hey, Sparky, move along. You, leave me alone. Well, I flew right up into the storm cloud from electric. Wonderful. Glory to dark side. Blah de blah de blah. Oh, and that's...
This foolishness has gone on long enough. Father! What are you doing here? I have these vermin.
How's that for a father figure?
The Lord of Apocalypse has no time for your mindless boasts, Calabac. I will dispose of this rabble myself. No! Father! I can still... Oh!
Why does it seem like it'd be so satisfying? Alright, debuff, 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 elite. Alright.
I'm firing the subjugator weapons to break those shields. Find some cover.
Find some cover. Clearly didn't do well with that. Oh, we gotta do that cover. Yeah, that. Forgot about that. Oopsie.
Cover now.
Which one? Which one?
We will stop you.
Your efforts are futile.
Okay, you need to leave me alone. Drop all that hate. Give it to someone else. Ooh, cracked it. Got it. As I watch their health bar drop. Who gets all that hate? Ooh, not me.
Quickly.
Or die.
Ooh, going in. Get him picked up. Yeep. They may not want to stand up and all that. Ooh, well done.
Behold your doom. We obey. I can endure far more. You protest Apocalypse?
All right.
Harley, the splinter.
You insolent worm!
Worms?
Aw, you say the sweetest thing, dork side. Bye-bye now. Well, I'm gonna feel that one for the next few months. 4 years.
Oh, well. Definitely bottom of the pile, but I ran troll. So let's see. Who received the most power? That would be Calcite? Calcasite, maybe? And, yeah. Yeah, we fed that out there nicely. All right, let's swap. So that we can be prepared for what may be out there when we return. We go. All right, so finish the scope and world stuff, and I should be pretty good to go, and I can go catch up on some other stuff. Yeah, the person's waiting, so that indicates there may not be a thing running right now. How many people in this phase? Pretty good bunch. Might go to a smaller phase. So is it finally cooling down up where you're at there, Ducky? Oh, I was also going to mess with this. Wait, did it get unplugged? Kind of, but not really. Yeah, I think we're supposed to get a little bit of a peak, but oh my gosh, it was so cold today and I didn't get around to it, but I was going to open up vents and turn the heat back on and stuff like that, but it's supposed to get up to close to 80 again, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah. Move to a new spot every 15 minutes. You got it, buddy. So, but it's, you know, when I wake up, it's like 67, 65 in the house in the morning. I'm like, that's a little too cold for me. I don't like getting out of bed when it's that cold. So, I feel like I want to warm it up a little bit. Mid 60s and 70s. I hope they don't blow up the convoy. Let's get a few points on it. Here we go. Really? Done with the bounty. Oh, good. Around Thanksgiving, we should be getting closer to colder weather. Guess I can hit a couple of these while I'm at it. Is the big guy? No, the big guy's at a different lava pool somewhere. This much getting colder happens all the time. Yeah, usually this is a slowdown. Sometimes we get it as early as September. This time it just held pretty steady. It cooled down compared to, say, August at 106 or whatever. But it did cool down into the 70s and 80s. And now that we're into just stepping into October, it's going to probably give us a lot more of the fall-time weather. A couple more mowings, I suspect, and time to think about blowing out the sprinkler systems. All that shenanigans. Gonna be done with the second weekly in a little bit. Okay. Thank you for the update. I feel like I want to go to a slower and less populated zone for this. Because if I do that, maybe the slow burn's more possible. Well, I'm in a pretty low one right now. I'm in one with only 18, so that's the best I can do right now. Let's see. What's the closest we're doing for that? It's not very close, but the close I had been in Pittsburgh. That's not super close, but that's closer than where I am now. Trying to think of where all I'm headed. No, I don't have anything that close yet. Maybe early next year we might see something in the Midwest. Might put us a little bit closer. At one point we were in a really sweet spot for, well, right before COVID, that is. And they're going to burn it down, aren't they? I'm going to put a little points on it so that I get some credit. I need one more run of that darn thing. I feel like that if they just let it go, somebody said it's got a ways to go, that it might drop more ads, and then we can get the counts for those if we just let it run. So the 18 people that are in here, the 17 others are all right here, I suspect. Yeah, we had everything planned out. Like, flights were booked and the whole thing. And the world shut down. Yeah, and I think I was opting to stay at the casino that's not too far from where you're at. That hotel looked like it was pretty nice. It'll be kind of fun to check it out. Yeah, my next trip is... I pretty much leave on your Thanksgiving Day. If I remember what day it is correctly. I think I leave town and I head to Colorado Springs. And then from there I'll go to Anaheim, California. And then from there I head back to here. And then the very next week I go down to Orlando. Okay, yeah. Then I got it right. Yay. Bloodroot sapling. So what do you think of this area I'm hanging out in here, Ducky? This is newer content. Newer being like a week and some change. You need one less ad than you for this weekly for the weekly shadow. What? Oh, I didn't see the comment. Once these ads are down, I'm done with that, I believe. Pow. All right, that's enough of that. Anyone? Let's go to one of the bigger zones and see if anybody's doing that. Go here. Chooch. It looks good. Yeah, I've not been playing that. That's all right. Oh, and it's dead here. Okay, so that's encouraging, I guess. See if I can drop in on anybody doing it at the moment. Well, there's a few people waiting. He's a big boy. Okay, we're doing it. Let's see how well he survives. Now that I've also thrown in my 2 bits here. Hey. Never mind. You planning on being on this? Probably wouldn't be the worst idea. That hurt a little. Time to get out. Yours hasn't spawned yet. Oh dear. Okay. What's there? It doesn't take too long, I don't think. Why did I just roll in place? Stupid pets. I don't like it when he's facing me. If I see toes, it's not a good idea. What did respond as you typed that comment? That's great. Okay, 98 out of 100. Okay, so I still got to go find a couple more of those little lava dudes, I guess. All right, lava dudes, where be ye? Look around the lava piles would be a good place to start, I suspect. Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay, and done and done. Oops, up we go.
Takes a lot of guts to go after a giant nuclear fire monster. Takes
Yeah, you
skill
know.
to pull it off. Color me impressed.
I will color you impressed. What color is that?
That's a wrap. Darkside's gonna be mighty grumpy when he hears the news. Excellent work.
Okie dokie. On to the next thing. Warpy warp. Should probably do my open my gear boxes. There we go. Oh, look at all the stuff. Power. Oh, that's nice. Invite. These two I need. Oh, they're being nice to me. Let's see. Power 47, 46, 46. This is a 48 one. Let's reduce to one of the smaller ones up. We're at 48, so let's do this one. 48 2. Beautiful. All right, so we do have some stuff in here, but I think we'll come back to it in a little bit. In a little bit. That was dumb. Why did I do that? All right. Must go get more boxes. More gear. I've got work to do back in the other places.
Brainiac's strongest resource is not his mind, but his multitudes. Cut him off from his
Multitudes.
army,
Do this and do it quietly without
Quietly.
drawing attention.
All right.
Brainiac's pathetic reign of terror.
Yeah, it's
ends
pathetic.
now.
The spoils of victory will be ours.
We've got some important work to do around here.
All right, let's do this one. Q. Ready up.
Damage sustained. Status critical. Objective in sight. Critical damage.
Should we do a sneak attack on this guy? Wow. Boink. Yeah, that does never gets old.
Systems failing.
Off we go. All right, that'll be fun when I return.
Cadmus researchers are reporting security breaches, including multiple containment failures. So far, Superboy, how long have they kept you captive here?
So many experiments. I lost count.
It hurts! You're gonna hurt!
Yep, that makes sense. That tracks.
An adverse reaction to exobites of all things. Yet another way you failed me. Shit. I'm gonna wreck you!
Dude, just stop. Is that all you got? You suck.
Nope.
That was awful. Thanks.
It was awful. Thanks.
For freeing me and
So weird.
for dealing with all that.
See, can I handle two? I hope so. If I can lift him, I'm gonna do all right. Oops, that was a bad use of my invis, but that's okay. Well, they really want him. He died up there. How fun.